Hello, my name is Jacques Mongrel, and in today's video I would like to show you the difference between a regular VCA, in this case the Mod Demix by Make Noise, and a low pass gate, in this case the DLPG by Meng Qi. In order to try and make the comparison as fair as possible, and this is, by the way, not that one is better than the other, but rather just the comparison, I'm sending out a square wave from the Z3000 with this cable into the mutable instruments links, and this section, what's happening is that the square wave audio is being duplicated. So one copy is being sent to input 1 of the DLPG, and the second copy is being sent to input 2 of the DLPG. However, I need a third copy, and that's why I'm using this stackable cable by TipTop to send the third copy to the Make Noise Mod Demix. The analog 4 is doing the sequencing, so pitch is coming in here. A trigger or a gate, we're going to try both, trigger and gate, and it's being copied 3 times. One is going into the CV input of the DLPG. This one is going to the this one is going into the CV input of the Mod Demix, and the third one is going into the CV input of the second CV input of the DLPG. The audio is being brought out of the DLPG by these blue cables into the mix mode. So channel 1 and channel 2 are DLPG output 1, DLPG output 2, and channel 3 is the Mod Demix output. Let's listen to the first low pass gate on the DLPG. I should mention that there is no envelope. This is my envelope module. As you can see, no envelopes are being triggered by the analog 4. The trigger is going straight into the low pass gate module and the VCA modules. So that was the low pass gate output 1. Let's try the second one. And finally now, let's see how the Mod Demix handles the trig signal. So as you can see, without an envelope, the low pass gate is able to generate quite a musical result. And there's a slight difference between the first low pass gate and the second low pass gate in this very slim module by Meng Qi. Let's listen to it again. I'm going to vary the sequence to demonstrate. That was 1, and now number 2. The first low pass gate has a fairly short decay, and the second low pass gate has a slightly longer decay profile, and also the sound to my ears is a little bit darker. While the first low pass gate is a little bit brighter and shorter, the second low pass gate is just a little bit darker and a little bit longer decay. But both of them, without an envelope, very musical sounding, very usable for basses and even melodies, sequences. Now, if we listen to the Mod Demix, that's a really short sound. You see that all of the DLPG and the Mod Demix are being triggered in exactly the same way as the signal is duplicated to try and make the comparison as equal as possible. So this sound you could use for a sort of chip tune or some kind of more of a percussive sound or very sort of computer-like sound. But if you wanted something that was more musical, that carried the pitch more, and you didn't have the luxury of, or you didn't have any envelopes left, the DLPG can actually work quite well autonomously of an envelope. So again, number 1, number 2, and now the Mod Demix. Now, instead of a trigger going into the links here, I'm going to change it to a gate signal because that lengthens the sounds a little bit. Okay, here we go. That's number 1 on the DLPG, so the top low pass gate. Now number 2. The bottom low pass gate. And finally, number 3 being the Mod Demix. So the note holds on the Mod Demix, but there is no decay at all. So demonstrating the sort of natural envelope-like characteristics of the low-pass gate, which can be musical even without an envelope. Let me play the sequence again. Except what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch it back to the trigger. There we go. Also on the Analog 4 you can change the length of the trigger, which is handy in fine-tuning more the length of the envelope effect that the low pass gate creates. What's cool is what you can do is take let's take the second one, which has a longer decay. So you can take the second low pass gate here, and then also bring up. So that's one thing. That's pretty cool. Add more of a sharp attack if you want. But then if I invert the Mod Demix, this happens. Kind of creates a kind of a stepped attack, which is quite interesting. And what you can also do then is add some saturation. There we go. With saturation and then without. There we go. So it's quite interesting combining the different characters of the Mod Demix with the low pass gates from the DLPG. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you enjoyed the video.